in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 27.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Locke. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 20-yard touchdown, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And the Colts first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Campbell making the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ball carrier.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. But these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
7. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The 41-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 47 side. Mark 47.
Rodgers now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. On
first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, Locke. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
The
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Rodgers now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
33-yard line.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Jerry.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rodgers again now. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end Fant. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And find Everett there, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down and 4, Locke. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Bell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
53's mine. Check. 53. Get 300. Get 300. Get 300. Get 300. Box it. 53's the money. 53. Check 53.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away.
he's sacked back at the 22. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that is, you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes it...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Buckner.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind him.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
47's the mic. 26. I got you. I got you. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Wild Bill.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
53. Hey, 626. 53's the mic.
To throw is Rodgers on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this underneath to Bell, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd.
That's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Locke. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Block off of play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. He dumps this off to Matt. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Locke working out of the gun. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Escapes the defender. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Being chased. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Take over 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Bell on the carry.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Hey, you watch over here.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.